tip-off to the final whistle, the Sun have been locked in, professional, and taking care of business. What does it say to the professionality of this team that you've been able to shut out the noise?
Honestly, it's been a lot of nonsense. I think in my 11-year career, I've never experienced the racial comments from the Indiana Fever fan base. We had her face on a serious matter that happened in this world, and it's unacceptable, honestly. And there's no place for it, and we've been professional throughout the whole entire thing, but I've never been called the things that I've been called on social media, and there's no place for it. And basketball is headed in a great direction, but we don't want fans that are going to degrade us and call us racial names. I mean, we already see what's happening in the world and what we have to deal with in that aspect. And we come to play basketball for our job, and it's fun, but we don't want to go to work every day and have social media blown up over things like that. It's uncalled for, and something needs to be done, whether it's them checking their fans or this league checking. There's no time for it anymore.
I wanted to know, on a night like tonight when you turn more into a scorer than we're used to seeing, is that just based on how they're defending you on the other side, or what makes you decide to focus more on offense versus facilitating as much as you normally do?
It's playoff time. We kind of went through a little drought, and this is what I live for. Playoffs is what I'm waiting for all season long, and that's my game. I can hit you scoring, rebounding, assisting, and in that moment, my team needed me to score, and that's what I went out there and did. Over here.
DeJanae Carrington speaks on being surprised after learning she won Most Improved Player. Check out the video.
No, I definitely didn't think so. And not because I didn't think I deserved it, just because, Connecticut, we don't get the love and the hype and stuff that I think deserve and have earned. That's first. And second, I've never really won awards before. I've never been an All-American besides academically, which I guess is cool too, but I've never been an All-American. I've never been player of the year for the conference, different things in college. And so it was just something that I don't get my hopes up for, I guess, more so, for awards and things like that, because you never want to be let down. And so when it did happen, I was super, super surprised. They were like, Kathy wants to call you, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I tweet this time? But it was good, because Jen didn't tell me it was for something good. But yeah, I was just excited. I was at home, and it was a special moment to share.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. So, the season ended tonight, and we heard from Alyssa Thomas, who is Connecticut Sun center, as y'all know, and she had some things to say about the Fever fans, about the messages she's been getting on social media from Caitlin Clark fans and Fever fans in general, about threats, some racial stuff that's been coming at her social media and stuff like that. And she cried about it after the game. And it was very, a little surprising coming from her more than anything, because Alyssa Thomas has carried herself as this tough guy on the court, this bully on the court and stuff like that. So it came as a bit of a surprise to me that she will call out the fans like that. Just on her end. I'm not saying because she did it, because it's just, I really wouldn't have thought she would have complained about it if she saw it. But it really shows that people really don't know how to be professionals and know that, okay, if you get famous, bro, you're going to be dealing with assholes. You're going to be dealing with some toxic people, okay? You got to, I think one of the best things to do is, at this level, maybe just not even have a social media. Like, Caitlin Clark doesn't have a social media, so she doesn't have to complain about, things that are going on. And even if someone was doing something, you really don't see her complaining about it or putting it in the air that something happened. I'm pretty sure she's gotten threats, okay? Like, during all this period of time, I'm pretty sure she's gotten threats. There was a fan tonight that she helped kicked out of the arena, probably saying some obscene stuff about her during the game. I don't know what was said. I was going to cover that, but I don't know the specifics on that. So, yeah, I don't know the specifics on that to tell y'all like what happened with that, but that was a little different situation. That's someone that's clearly distracting her during the game, and you know, as a fan, you can only go so far, you know, with that kind of heckling stuff. So I don't know what he was doing during the game, but Alyssa Thomas, like I said, look, it was wrong from the fans, but you got to understand, the fans, you can't stop them. They're going to say what they're going to say. You're the opposition right now, and you don't have the best reputation either, Alyssa Thomas. Like, you just don't have the best reputation, so I don't really think you're in a place right now to really be complaining about the fans. And all you did was you put a target on your back, because in my opinion, most of the focus was on DJ Carrington. And a little bit of heat was going to Marina Mabrey for laughing at Caitlin Clark the other day. And by the way, let me clear that up real quick, because I didn't get a chance to release that video because the game had already happened tonight. I had some computer troubles and stuff like that. I'll talk about that in my other videos, because I wanted to make this video a little bit short so I could get it up to y'all in time. But basically, Marina Mabrey, the reason why I gave Marina Mabrey a pass when it came to Caitlin Clark is because the first Sky Fever game of the season, Caitlin actually started to mess with Mabrey. She did a dirty foul on her during the game. I think CFWB guy also explained the same thing. It was also what I was hearing back in June, what really happened with that situation. Caitlin had started it with Marina Mabrey, and then what happened with the reason why Kennedy Carter actually hit Caitlin Clark the way she did, she didn't just hit her just because Caitlin Clark exists and she's jealous of her like DJ Carrington. DJ Carrington, no, that's a jealous, hateful, racist girl, Joe. Like, I don't like her at all, because she, like, Caitlin never really gave her a reason to hate her. But when it came to Marina, she actually did, because she gave a dirty foul to Marina, and I think she said something to Kennedy Carter, and Kennedy Carter wanted to defend her teammate and what Caitlin said, and she pushed her in the back and called her a B. And so that actually, like, in a way, you could say Caitlin actually deserved that, because Caitlin is not an angel. Like, she's done some stuff in the past. JC Sheldon has been someone that she's picked on since college. In their games, like, she's had some little rivalries with girls in college where she's picked on them, so it goes both ways. But that's why I was giving Marina Mabrey a pass, because I don't think Marina Mabrey has to like Caitlin Clark, and she didn't give her a reason to. I mean, you know, those two, like I said, they went back at it then, and it seemed like Marina Mabrey was like really motivated to get this done in these last two games to get the Fever on up out of here, man. So, but Carrington, I'm not giving her that leeway, because Carrington was just a jealous girl who wants to be a white girl but can't be. Look at her blonde hair. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, it's just hateful. Just hateful. But when you look at Alyssa Thomas, right, you know, you're going to have to realize, like, look, I know you probably never, because none of these people in the WNBA was ready for the attention that this league got this year at all. Like, they were not ready for the heat that was coming this year. And it clearly showed with their actions this entire season. And they just weren't ready for the fans that were going to come. You know, and it clearly shows. Like, the Sky players last week with the Sky fan base, that had nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. What Izzy Harrison and Dana Evans was talking about last week, that was they actually said the Sky fans were the ones that were making them cry and stuff like that on social media. And so even with them, so it's not really just a Caitlin Clark audience problem. It's like the league just has more attention on it. And the problem is, these are women, so they're a little bit more emotional, a little bit more different than male players are. So, like, you don't really hear this stuff like with the male players too much, because the males are just built different. And I think that's just, an overall problem right now. But Alyssa Thomas, like if you knew it was going to be this bad, just turn off social media. It's not that hard, bro. Like you want to put what you did now, you made things even worse by even putting it out there. Because now those crazy fans who just don't care, they're going to keep coming after y'all now. You're never going to live in peace now, because now you won't put it on Front Street, because people wouldn't have had known about it. If you didn't say anything about it, these like crazy Clarky fans, they wouldn't have known about it. And only that sector of fans would have known about it. And they probably would have left you alone after due time, because it's like, right now you're in the middle of, it's a heated part of the series. All the focus from the Fever fans are on the Sun right now, until they got eliminated. If you just would have let a little bit of time pass, they would have been gone for a little. You probably would have had a few on there that would have still given you a hard time, but for the most part, most of them would have been gone. Now you put yourself out there like DJ Carrington, and you're gonna get it now. You know what I'm saying? And see, this is why, you just gotta keep it to yourself. This is why Caitlyn keeps it to herself, so she don't draw more attention than she needs to have. And I just wish these girls would just take some advice from Caitlyn. Look at the rest of the girls in the WNBA that don't draw any attention right now. It's the girls that don't say anything about Caitlin Clark unless it's a healthy compliment. Look at Sophie Cunningham. This is why a lot of people thought she was coming to the Fever, but she's sticking around in Phoenix for another season. But Sophie Cunningham thanked Caitlin Clark. And you don't see Sophie Cunningham getting hate in her comment section from Caitlin Clark fans. If you would have did this press conference and been like, I thank Caitlin Clark fans for building up our league this season, all this other stuff, you would have gotten. You know what would have happened to Alyssa Thomas? If you would have said something like that, you would have got those fans off your back, because they would have been like, oh, you thanking us. Okay, let me get off your back. But you went the route of crying about it, and now that just made everything worse for you. So, like I said, it's wrong, and I don't condone that behavior, but you did bring it to light. You brought it to light, and now they're going to be on. It's actually going to make it worse for you, because now you're a target. All right, now you're a target. Because you don't see the fans going off on the other players on the Sun outside of the main stars. Like, maybe they might go after DeWanna Bonner because she was fighting with Caitlyn and Lexi Hall tonight. But the other players, they're not going to come after them, man. They're not coming after Veronica Burton or anybody else on this team. Anybody else who played in this game. Like, who else played in this game? Brianna Jones or Nelson Ododa or something like that. Like, they're not going to come after them, man. They're going to come after you now, and you already had a bad reputation coming into this game, so now you just made it 10 times worse on yourself. You made it 10 times. Now they're going to stick on your social media the whole off season. You might just have to turn your stuff off now, because instead of you thanking the fan base and getting them off your, because I'm telling you, what Sophie Cunningham did was what the rest of these players should have done. This is how you get those Clarkies off your back. If you do that. Same thing with Angel Reese fans. If you would have thanked Angel Reese, those Angel Reese simps would have been off your back. Like, y'all got to learn how to play the game. You got to play a little bit of a political game and just be nice and thank people, so that'll get them off your back. You know what I mean? But y'all decided to go on the way of fighting the fans. You're never going to win. This is the thing. You're never going to win fighting fans, bro, because there's too many fans and there's too many crazy fans out there. You're never going to win fighting fans. This is why the W is fighting a losing battle this season, man. This Alphabet group, and even CFWB guy, he made a hit piece video on the Caitlin Clark fans, and I'm just like, dude, you made that video, and you lucky you turned your and this is why he got his comments and stuff disabled, the likes disabled, because he knows from the past people gonna come after him. He kind of a coward because he done left it off. And he know they was going to come after him, because he also went after Rachel Ramita too in that video. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? You said you be all this stuff with Man of God and all this stuff, but you sitting up here making fun of the fans and stuff. Come on, man. And calling them out, calling them racist and all like, y'all got to stop this, bro. Y'all got to stop this hypocrite stuff, bro. And it's from both sides. Like I said, the Caitlin Clark fans, they ain't angels either. But all this sideshow stuff is just stupid. That's why I say I'm so glad that the season is over, because I get to just focus in on the off season, get towards college hoops, and it's gonna be a little bit better, man. But this stuff has been absolutely silly, bro. It's been absolutely silly what's been going on, man. But give me your thoughts in the comment section below of this whole thing. You know, like I said, you know, if it gets worse for AT, she put the target on her back. She put the target on her back, and she gonna be the talk tomorrow once more people find out that what she said after the game. So, you know, it's crazy, man. But give me your thoughts in the comment section below. What y'all thought, and remember, y'all, that I got a Patreon. Unfortunately, the games that was in the second half of the season that I was going to have on the Patreon, they all got deleted by accident. I deleted them by accident when I was trying to figure out some stuff with my new SSD. I finally figured it. I finally figured that out last night. I finally got all this stuff finalized, and now we could get back to making videos on here. But yeah, that was a bit of a problem for us, man. But yeah, that was all gone. But I will be putting the play. If you want to go back and watch the playoff games, I'm gonna try to get those recorded for y'all, and y'all can watch the 2 playoff games if y'all want to. I'm gonna add some college games up there, but you could buy the collection right now if you do not want to buy the streaming service on the Patreon. So y'all gonna do that. Also, in the donations, my name on the Cash App is $ Sack Exchange on the Cash App. On the PayPal, if you want to donate to PayPal, the link is in the description box where you can donate to PayPal. If you want to donate to Bitcoin, you can scan the QR code on the screen. You can donate to Bitcoin. And if you want to donate straight through YouTube, you could donate through the Super Thanks. And I thank anyone who donated on this channel. Even if you're a person that probably wanted to donate or you couldn't donate because of your financial situation, you could do something for free. You can hit this like button, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Tracking Ace.